Hello, everyone, and welcome to week 5. I hope you guys are doing well. Hope Phil is treating you well. So, you guys have 2 important assignments that are due this week. The first one is your written assignment, and the second one is your second field reflection. So, I'm going to go over both of them briefly in detail, and then you guys can certainly reach out to me via email in the meantime with any questions, okay? So the first assignment for week 5 is your written assignment, and I apologize to the entire class if I didn't state this maybe in the beginning of the semester, but anytime you submit a written assignment to me, I would really like for it to be in APA format, which means that you include your cover page, you include the written assignment, even if it's in the format of these questions, and then a reference page if you have referenced anything. So for example, if you're going to read chapter 5, Garth Waits, and something stuck out to you that's going to help you respond to questions 1 through 4 that you really want to put in there, then you can certainly refer to it and then just reference the Garth Waits chapter. So, if it's a more of a peer-to-peer or a discussion post, you don't have to write in APA format. Of course, it's just like a regular paragraph format, but for any written assignment, I would really like it to be in APA format. So I wanted to share that with you guys, and if you have any questions or concerns about what that may look like, I know under student resources, there's definitely an APA guide that can give you samples to work from. So please feel free to reach out with any questions about APA format. So for this assignment, you're going to answer questions 1 through 4. And the first one asks, in what areas do you want and welcome feedback from your field instructor regarding your performance? So, if you are someone who is really learning about a new population and ways to intervene with them effectively, then maybe that's something that you want feedback on. Like if you were able to, utilize an intervention effectively and get the response you wanted from a client or maybe a group or one-on-one that you were doing. So that's just an example to give you guys some ideas to run with. And then the second one says, in what areas of performance are you sensitive or fearful about receiving feedback from your field instructor? So this is a really interesting one because I think we all have sensitive spots in the work that we do, because it's one of those things that's very personal and it causes us to be very self-reflective. So of course that's going to tie into some things that we might be fearful of. So are you fearful of receiving constructive criticism about, your tone of voice or your body language and those types of things? Or are you more fearful about, your integrity being questioned, about, any interventions you're using and how that can tie into one another? So, feel free to be open. It's just you and I. And then the third question talks about which of the following specific types of activities and experiences help you learn most quickly and easily, which worked best for you, and how you can share this with information with your field instructor in order to maximize your learning. So these are really 1, 2, 3 questions inside of question 3. So if you could be sure that you complete each one of them, that would be awesome. I want to make sure I give you guys all of your points. And then which of the following specific types of activities and experience help you learn most quickly? If you're someone like me, I'm a hands-on learner, so I need to see it, I need to do it, I need to feel it out for myself. That's the way I learn best. So watching a video or listening to an audio tape or of an experienced worker's session with a client may also help me because I'm more of a visual learner. So I'm interested to see which one are a couple of different ways that help you learn, because that's going to help your field instructor get an idea of how they can best guide and support you through your learning process in the field. So that's question 3. And then question 4 asks, how can you work with your field instructor in order to have as many of these learning experiences as possible? So this might tie back into your learning contract that was recently submitted. So how are you going to take this long amazing document that you've created that have all of these goals and objectives that you set forth for yourself in the field and make them a reality with your field instructor. So that's going to help you get there by figuring out, do I need to go to a training, a physical training, or do I need to shadow someone, or do I need to kind of keep revisiting a topic that maybe is giving me some trouble, or a client, those types of things. So I'm interested to see what you guys think you need to be successful in the field. So that is your assignment for week 5. It is due this Sunday by 11:59. And the second assignment that is due is, of course, your field reflection. Now, you guys blew this out the water. This was awesome. I was really impressed. I am done completing the grades for at least half the class. I still have the other half to do between tonight and tomorrow. So by the end of tomorrow, you should have your field reflections with feedback from me. So that way you can feel more confident with completing the second one as well. So the same kind of scenario, I won't go too deep into it because I know I went over it again in week 3, but there is a video that goes over the expectations of completing the assignment. But the one part that I like to focus on the most is, and I'll pull it up for you so you guys can kind of follow along with me. So, for your field reflection log, outside of answering your questions, I want to challenge my group of students who actually have no clients to discuss maybe a particular, maybe let's just say if you're at a crisis unit, or you're at a shelter, or a place where you will just kind of engage with people for short periods of time and not really carry a caseload. I want to challenge you to at least talk about, a client in that situation and the different treatment modalities used to work with them. So are you using motivational interviewing? Are you using cognitive behavioral therapy? Are you using, solution focused therapy? So that way you feel like your interventions are clinically driven. And just have some evidence to them. So I'm interested to see how that plays out for you, even if you're not carrying a caseload. And you want to be sure that you process things in the field as well with your field instructors. I know that it can be a challenge as you're building a relationship with them to kind of open up about your experience in the field. But I want to encourage you to try to do the best you can, because I think that helps you guys get the most out of the experience as well. So that's it for the field reflection. I know that's pretty straightforward, so I don't want to waste too much time with that. And then for our live field discussion held this Wednesday at 7 p.m. If you guys could let me know if you want to RSVP by the end of tomorrow afternoon, that would be awesome. But at least by 8 p.m. I have one student who is already signed up, but I would love to have more because I want to focus in on treatment modalities in the field, kind of using what you guys have learned in your previous courses, and different interventions to work with different populations, and how some treatment modalities are kind of standard regardless of what type of people you're serving. So I'm really excited to get that ball going this Wednesday. So if you're interested in attending the course, please feel free to sign up. So I hope you guys have a great week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.